Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Simon Howlett. In this video I'm going to go through my goals for 2024 and share with you the goal setting method I use for setting my goals. Well, talk's fine, I need to make action now. I mean, who don't want to look good in the summer? And I'm going to take every advantage I can in the next season's cross. Now you know what it's like, New Year, everybody swears what they're going to kick off and do, blah-de-blah-de-blah. You don't need to wait until the start of a new year, you can set your goals anytime. I've just had a couple of weeks off racing, bit of lighter training. Due to the injury I sustained to my right shoulder in cyclocross training. That gave me a bit of time to think about what I want my next big goal in cycling to be. Now the method I use is good for sport and everyday life. It allows me to think what I want to do. Setting goals focuses me, gives me motivation for training when it's wet outside and I've got a ride, or in the winter when it's cold and I'm doing a 2-3 hour session on the turbo. We all need that little bit of motivation. Now, there's different types of goals. There's a performance goal where you want to achieve something, big event, you want to complete it in a certain time, you want to finish a race first. Those performance goals can generally be affected by outside influences. It could be the weather on the day of the event you're doing. You could be freezing cold, you just can't go any further. It's too hot, you get dehydrated. A race, yeah, you're going to target that race for the big win, and then somebody out of the area turns up and smashes you. So that's your performance goal, destroyed, and if that's all you've worked for, you can feel you've failed, you didn't achieve. What I do is I set process goals to support my performance goal. And those process goals are all focused at building me and helping me to achieve my performance goal. I look at it like this. If you're going to eat a pizza, you don't eat that pizza all at once. You don't pick up a pizza and start biting it. You cut it into slices and you eat it a slice at a time. That's your process goals. Each slice of that pizza is a process goal. Even better with process goals, unlike a pizza where we eat one slice then the next, so we'd have to achieve one process goal before moving on to the next, you can work on multiple process goals at the same time to help you achieve your performance goal. Bit like taking a bite out of one slice of pizza, then a different slice of pizza. The pizza disappears a lot easier that way. So, it may come as no surprise that my performance goal for the year, I'm targeting cyclocross. And I'm going to make my goal a little bit ambitious. I think performance goals need to be a bit tricky. Deep down, you've got to believe you can do it. There's no point in saying, yeah, I'm going to fly to the moon if it's unachievable. It's not going to happen. But you want to push yourself. So my performance goal is I want to get a top 10 in a race next year. Now that could be affected by others who turn up on the day, could be affected by the course, it could be affected by the weather. But I'm not picking a particular race, so I'm going to have a few to go at. But one of the races in the Eastern League, I'd really want to get in that top 10. That's what's going to drive me on this year in training. So to do that, I've set my process goals. And I'm going to share those process goals with you guys. And hopefully, from me sharing my goals, you can see where you can go with it. So increasing my FTP is going to help make me stronger for cross. I've been saying for the last 2-3 years I want to hit 4 watts per kilo. Well, talk's fine, I need to make action now. I need to do it this year and hit 4 watts per kilo. So I'm currently sitting at 3.7. I only need about 20 watts. I actually think I can get more than that. I've been using Trainer Road on the turbo for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years. I've done good years Last year was a good year, year before fairly good year with Trainer Road. I need to really knuckle down, follow the plan. Also, I need to slide in a load of Zone 2. That's what I'm missing, the Zone 2 easy stuff. Help me build my strength. I'm going to get up the levels on Trainer Road, improve my VO2 max. I'm good on the levels. I just need to push up on the tempo, the threshold. That's where I need to push. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Get myself up to 4 watts per kilo and see if that bit of extra power makes the difference. So improving my cyclocross skills is going to make me a much smoother rider during the race, and this is going to save me vital watts and effort that I can use when I want to use them. So getting the right lines around the course while racing, that's got to be an advantage. I can be much smoother. Hopping the hurdles, if I could learn that without damaging my shoulder, great. Riding the sand, like Van Aert, that's what I need to do. Pick the right lines. Just get round the course, might not be the same line as everybody else, but there are some faster lines and I just need to learn to see those lines while racing. Bike control is going to be so important to me in 2024, and it's just going to give me that sweet spot of not having to be surgy during the race, and smooth efforts are going to be crucial. And I'm going to do MTB trail riding throughout the summer to get better at getting those skills developed. This year, I'm going to get right back in the gym a lot more. I used to do loads in the gym. I was there every day. I've got a gym at home, plenty of gear to work out. I just need to be more dedicated on it. S&C is the key for me not getting any injuries. A few years back, had a lot of pain across my knee, and it was traced down to weak glutes. So I really have to work on my glutes. Something I really have to do. Work on my glutes, hamstrings, strengthen my legs. My core will be great as well. And also I want to work on a bit of that upper body. I mean, who don't want to look good in the summer? So that is going to be a key focus for me this year. I'm going to get in here. I've got a couple of decent full body workouts to do. Chuck them in a couple of times a week. And I think that's going to do the job pretty much. I'll throw in a bit more if I have time. Obviously I'll take a bit of legs out if I'm going to race. But overall, getting more S&C in, so important, and us cyclists just forget about it too often. This year, I'm going to get it done. Another thing I think is really going to help me, nothing to do with cycling, running. There is a lot of running in cross, up the hills, and in the muddy winter conditions we were doing a load of running. Now, I didn't actually do too bad at the running. I'm pretty fit still from running 2-3 years ago. I've already done one park run this year, quite enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing a few park runs and getting my 5k, maybe even 10k's up a bit. Get a bit quicker, put some intervals in, some runs off the bike. That's going to make a good bit of difference. When the going gets tough, if I can run through on people from a bad start, when we hit the muddy sections, hit the hills, that is going to give me a good advantage. That fitness, some people really hate it when there's running. And I'm going to take every advantage I can in the next season's cross. So I'm going to get on the treadmill a bit more and out running for sure. And try and get that extra little advantage. Now, we all eat too many processed foods, and I want to cut back on the amount of sweets and rubbish that I'm eating and get back to eating clean food. I love me overnight oats, quite happy with a bit of chicken and rice, and I used to be really spot on with what I was eating. Now don't worry, I still like my cafe rides and having a bit of cake during a ride, and I'll still be doing that, but I just want to balance it out a little bit more. And another big thing will be trying to cut down on the amount of fizzy drinks. Yes, they might be sugar free, but they aren't good for me, and I need to switch to the good stuff. H2O, get it in and get it in regularly. So to recap, my 5 process goals for 2024 are to improve my FTP to 4 watts per kilo and work on my threshold as well at the same time. Cyclocross skills, going to be key. If I can be smooth, I can be fast, I can save power. That's going to help. S&C, keeping myself fit, healthy and stronger for next season. Running, improving my running, getting back to it. That's going to help me when I've got to get off the bike, running those hills, wet conditions, going to be spot on. Eating, not too many treats, not too much processed food. Still some treats, I ain't on a diet, just trying to eat a little bit healthier that's going to help me with my training. I hope you've found me sharing my goals helpful, and that'll help you set your goals and you can achieve what you want in 2024. With a bit of work, bit of consistency, we can all be better of ourselves. It's not about competing with me. It's not about competing with others. It's about how you want to do for yourself. Share your goals in the comments with me so we can both achieve them together and encourage each other on. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and hopefully you'll come back and watch and see how I get on this year at hitting my goals. And remember, don't be afraid to comment and keep me accountable.